and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Wednesday workout, 30 seconds to go. Hello everybody, welcome along to the Film My Run YouTube. No, not the Film My Run YouTube channel, the Film My Run Facebook page, the Zwift Run channel on YouTube, and the Zwift Run channel on Twitch. I better start the treadmill. So I'm in Group B tonight, and there's only, there's Clive and one other. Who's the other person in Group B then? Who is the other person in Group B? Clive says, I hate hard sessions. Clive, for you, this is not a hard session. Right, Ibanez from Spain is in Group B with us. Jackie Ramos is in Group D. Amy Green is in Group C with Yoko. Yoko's in Group C. Hello, Yoko. Hello, Tina. And hello, Anthony Anderson. Hello, everyone watching on YouTube. Tina is on the sofa having a rest day. It's 20 degrees in the Cornish Zwift garage. I can beat that here, although I do have the doors closed. It is nearly 27 degrees in here, so I am toasty warm. Very, very toasty warm. Now, interestingly, we are in a workout, but I have the main road sign right in front of me. Why is that there? As though I have to change direction. That's a bit worrying. Mind you, it's not moving. The orange line is not moving, so I think that's just a bug. It's not supposed to be there. So we're doing 10k. We are doing 7 sets of 600 meters at around about 13 kph. And before we start that, I am going to open the doors because I didn't factor in quite how warm it actually is in here. 27 degrees is quite warm. So I will be opening the doors in a second. So me, Clive and Ibanez in Group B. We've only got 1 kilometre of warm-up. If you're in Group A, they have 2 kilometres of warm-up. If you're in Group C, I think they do about 8 kilometres total. So we're kind of in the middle. Neil Messenger, hello, he's just finished a 12-hour shift at work. Well done, Neil. Time to relax and watch Manchester City get smashed to pieces by Real Madrid in the semi-final of the Champions League. Come on, Real Madrid. Come on. Tina is just waiting for her chili and rice dinner to be ready. I'm not sure what I'm having tonight. Right, Clive says, don't I support the other English teams then? Not really. Well, it depends if I like them. Amy says, Group B is not in the middle. Well, yeah, but no, I mean, A, B and C, A, B, C and D, there is no middle, is there? It depends if I like the team or not. If I used to support Man City, like, as a second team until they got successful. I don't like it when my favourite second team gets successful. So, no. But if it was, say it was Newcastle United, I wouldn't mind them winning it. It's just that Man City win everything. So, I'd prefer them to not win the Champions League for a little bit, because that just means that, you know, they've basically won everything there is to win, so I like to keep that thing for Liverpool. We've won everything there is to win. We don't want another team having done it. Neil is supporting Real Madrid tonight as well. Mind you, having said that, Real Madrid win everything, don't they, as well? But it's the lesser of two evils. And then we want Inter Milan to win the final. So even if Manchester City get to the final, we want Inter Milan to win the final. Right, we are at 10 kph now. Oh, Plymouth Argyle are going to be promoted this year. Well, that's good news. We have 300 metres to go. Oh, just over. Until we do our first stride. So I'll do both the strides before I open the door. So we've got 2 strides of 100 metres each at just about 14 kilometres per hour. Tina said she went out on the trails last night with the club. She says, good God, my fitness is so bad. Yeah, I went out on the trails last night as well. Very pleasant evening in the late evening sunshine with the group. It was good, enjoyed it. Nice little joggette. So 200 metres, and then we'll do the first of our 2 strides. So this is Wednesday workout on a Wednesday evening, live from the south coast of the UK on the Zwift Run channel in Group B. Clive went out with the club last night, took it easy. They were doing out and back, up and down hills. So a hill session. Clive took it easy on a hill session. Hello, Bob de Boer. He says, I miss my treadmill and ZLDR, but we'll go out now and do my last speed training before Sunday's half marathon in Utrecht. Enjoy it, Bob. Good luck with it as well. Right, here we go. Just coming up to the arch for the first stride. 100 metres at 14 kph, let's go. Right, back down to 10, well, 9.9 kph. Tina, I don't believe this. Tina says her Garmin age has gone down to 21. Down to 21. I reckon you're putting somebody else's information in your watch, you know. Wow, it's warm in here. Nearly 27 and a half now. Can't wait to open the door. We'll just do this one more stride, and then I'll open the doors before we get into the main session. Oh, it looks like Ibanez is a lady, I think. Oh, I've just got a lady running beside me. Who's that then? No, Ibanez is Miguel Ibanez, so I think I've just got a random lady running beside me who is not in the... Oh yeah, they're not in the session. Amy says I wouldn't be able to run in that heat. Well, yeah, I can't run in this heat, which is why I'm going to open the doors in a minute. Clive says Stephen P seems to have picked up a random lady. Yeah, well, she seems to be running away from me now. I'm not going to chase her down. Oh, is that Amy just in front of me? Maybe that's Amy just there, in the black rainbow top. Is that you, Amy? The woman who I picked up is in pink socks and just running a little bit ahead of us now. We've got another Spanish runner joined us in Group B as well now. Yeah, that's Amy. It's funny how I looked at an avatar, a computer-generated avatar, and recognised who it was. How weird. Okay, that's the 2 strides done. Let me go and open the doors now, because it's absolutely baking in here. Put the fan on as well to get some air circulating. Okay. Right, 300 metres to go, and then we'll get into the main set. So we've got 7 times 600 metres, with the first 5 being 13 kilometres an hour, and the next 2 being 13.5 kilometres an hour. I am going to stick as written to the script, so I'm not going to go any faster than that. I will stick to the rules, and then in a couple of weeks' time, maybe we might try Group A and get back into the swing of some faster running. Or we might give it another week after that, who knows? Because I will have been away for quite a long time, and I won't have been doing all that much running. So fitness will have dropped down even more. So maybe it might be another week of Group B, and then we'll go up to Group A in about 3 weeks' time. I'm so lazy. Right, 100 metres, and then we're starting the session properly with 8 kilometres to go. Tina has recognised that I've had my hair cut again. I say again, I mean it was 3 months ago I had it cut last, but I saw something. Let's get up to speed. I saw a YouTube short, or was it an Instagram reel? Anyway, some footballer saying he gets his hair cut 3 times a week. And every time he gets it cut, it's £200. So he spends £600 a week getting his hair cut. I mean, that's almost obscene, isn't it? I get my hair cut every 3 to 6 months, and it's £13. Exactly, yeah. How do the other half live? Okay, see you later. Yeah, all right. I quite like getting my hair cut short for the summer, so it's short again. That's it, Mika Richards it was, yes. So you saw that as well then, Anthony? Yeah. I didn't want to... There's a lot of people on here who are not interested in football, so I didn't want to bang on about who it was or anything. Meters to go of our first set. Clive cuts his own hair. That's what comes of being in the Navy. Or having been in the Navy. Right, active recovery this is. So we haven't slowed down very much. We just do this for 400 metres and then we start up again. 13. Amy Green says her husband does his own haircuts as well. Tina Beard is a retired hairdresser and says people having not needed haircuts was always annoying. Yeah, but at least you got paid for it. You got paid for not having to cut very much hair off. Clive says cutting your own hair saves you having to listen to all the hairdresser chat. I've got a story about that. So, I also don't like the hairdresser chat. Sorry, Tina, if you were somebody who would engage in, are you going anywhere nice for your holidays? But, yeah, I'm a bit miserable. And I'll just sit there and just let the person cut my hair. And I don't really like to get into the chat. So I went to this Turkish barber's a few weeks ago for the first time. I'm sure I told you about it. And one of the good things was that they didn't chat to you. They just got on with it and cut your hair. Now, it was hilarious. This last time that I had my haircut. Back up to speed again, by the way. 600 metres at this speed now, 13 kph. So even though they don't talk at my Turkish barbers, they don't half take a long time to cut your hair. They do it very precisely, and they spend ages over the tiniest little bit. And I was in the hairdressers the other day, a couple of days, yesterday, was it yesterday? Whenever it was. And there was a guy waiting in the chair behind me to have his haircut next. And you could see he was getting irritated with how long it was taking to cut my hair. Anyway, it got to a point where it looked like he was finished. And he went to take my gown off and he said, "Would you like some wax or gel in your hair?" And I said, "Oh yes, put a bit of wax in it, thank you." So I thought, okay, we're done. The guy behind me can come and get his haircut now. Anyway, one moment later, and he does up the gown again and proceeds to get the scissors. And he starts again, cutting little tiny bits off my hair. And he gets the clippers and starts shaving a bit more here and there. And I kid you not, from that moment, it was another 20 minutes before he finished. The guy behind me was apoplectic with rage. He must have waited an hour, if not more, in that chair to get his haircut before I finished. I mean, I was getting bored, to be honest. He seemed to be taking so little off each time. Right, just coming up to the end of the second one. Okay, there we are. Back into active recovery. I know, I don't have very much hair at all. And by the time he'd finished the main cut, I hardly had any left, Tina. But he still took another 20 minutes to take some tiny little bits off. How's your heart rate looking, Clive? 144 here. Anthony says, did they singe your shaved sideburns? No, I didn't get any of that treatment this time. So quite often, they'll stick a couple of waxed buds up my nose and pull my nose hair out, and then they'll get a flame and burn off the hair on my ears. But they didn't do that this time. Yeah, 13 quid, Tina. Yeah, I thought so. I think it's good value. Quite happy to pay that once every 3 months. Right, coming up to 4 kilometres done. And we're about to start rep number 3 now. 13 kilometres an hour for 600 metres. Let's go. Heart rate of 150 for Clive, who is still coming back from his enforced break. So just needs to get that heart rate down a little bit more now. Amy quite likes the counting down of the meters now. Yeah, I liked it from the moment it started. I always thought it was really good. Temperature has come down a bit in shed quarters to 26 degrees Celsius. Oh, I didn't know it was broken, Clive. Apparently the add a target option is broken on Apple TV. Yeah, my techno gym is behaving as well tonight. It was the Noble Pro that disconnected yesterday. Okay, there's number 3 done and dusted. Slow it down a bit. It's pretty warm in this volcano. Looking forward to getting out in the open air again, where we'll get a bit of a breeze from the sea. Ah, some fresh air, here we go. Lovely. Neil Glazer, hello. Says, how do you think running on the treadmill does for outdoor runs? Well, I think It matches my outdoor runs generally. Heart rate and effort levels seem to be about the same on the treadmill as with outdoors. I've been training for marathons, 10Ks, 100-mile races with a mixture of outdoor running and treadmill running. Seems to do fine for me. It's also less impact, of course, than running on the tarmac. So it's good for your knees, good for your legs to not have so much impact, especially so if you're training for a flat road marathon. You will be needing to do training on tarmac or flat training. So running a lot of your sessions on the treadmill will help with the fatigue in your legs. And here we go, back up to 13 again for number 4. Will reply. Victoria's gone out to Sainsbury's with Daisy and her mother. I mean Elsa. Did I say Victoria's gone out to Sainsbury's? I meant Elsa's gone out to Sainsbury's. Hi Jeff. Hope you're well, buddy. He says, come on, put some effort in. No, not yet. I'm not ready for effort yet. Give me another 3 weeks and then I'll start going back up to Group A. I'm going to sit in Group B this week. I'm not around next week. And then I'll stay in Group B for the week after. And then we might try Group A. Let's see. $200 meters to go to the end of this set, this rep. Well over halfway through the session now. Heart rate 158 for Clive, 149 for me. $159 for Amy, well done Amy. Good work. 5.5 kilometres done, 4.5 to go. $7 tonight, by the way, Film My Run channel. I know a lot of you have already seen it, but we're doing a premiere of the Thames Path 100 video tonight, so I hope some of you can come and watch that with us. Victoria and I will be in the chat, and yeah, we'll show that film in an hour from now. 7 o'clock tonight. It's only 22 minutes. So we've done half an hour, probably another 20 minutes to go, 25 maximum, 20 minutes. Clive, everyone can watch it. It is being released to everyone tonight. So 7 o'clock tonight. Yeah, Jeff says it's only 28 hours. Yeah, we videoed every single second. So yeah, you'll be on for 28 hours with us from 7 o'clock tonight. That would be a challenge, wouldn't it? To video every single second of your adventure. I guess it'd be pretty boring as well. 6 kilometres done, 4 to go. Yeah, get the popcorn in, Clive. You can just see Jeff admiring my bucket hat there. Jeff really wishes he had one of these. He's just waiting for the moment it's offered again in an event. He'll be right on it, and then you won't see him. You'll see him wearing it he won't take it off. He'll wear it every time. And he'll just tell everybody that he looks better in it than I do. Hello, Ethan. Hope you're okay this evening. We're well over halfway through our Wednesday workout. So interval session of 600 metres on, 400 metres off. I must admit, I don't really wear my bucket cap in real life very much. I must try it actually again. I mean, if it looks good on Jim Walmsley, surely it looked good on me. Okay, coming to the end of number 5 now. So we have 2 left after this.
Nice.
So I'm sticking exactly to the instructions tonight. 13 kph for 600 metres, 12.2 for 400 metres, and then for these last 2, it's 13.5 for 600 metres and 12.6 for 400 metres. It is true, Jeff, I am not Jim. Many people have mistaken me for Jim, of course, because of my speed over 100 miles. But yeah, no, I am not Jim. Heart rate 148 in Wednesday workout with about 15 minutes to go. Exactly. Me and Jim, we're 2 peas in a pod in terms of direction ability. sense. Great film, though. If you're wondering what on earth we're talking about, Jim Walmsley's first attempt at the Western States 100. He was leading the race by miles, with 6 miles to go of the 100, and he took a wrong turn and ended up on Highway 49, and then basically just walked it in for the rest of the run. Came about, I don't know, 8th or 9th place, and there's a film about it called, I think it was Highway 49, called Found on Highway 49, about Jim Walmsley's very first Western States 100 misadventure. Well worth a watch. Lost on 49. Thank you, Jeff. So we've lost our 2 Spanish runners. They're a bit further back. Me and Clive Finnemore sticking rigidly to the prescribed pace with just over 2.5 kilometres to go of the Wednesday workout. But I think the title indicates the person who found him. Jim Walmsley was found on Highway 49 by somebody. Okay, there we go. 1 down and 1 left. And then we've got a kilometre of cool down at the end. I'm not going to read that out. Oh, okay. Right, so he didn't know where he was, so he was lost on 49. But calling it that would have made him look too much like the Muppet that he is. I'll have you know, Jim Walmsley's mum is our best mate. I will not have you disparaging him like that. And that is true, by the way. Jim Walmsley's mum is best mates with my son, Ellis. Yeah, he did. There's no denying it, Jeff. He knows. Okay, 8 kilometres done. Here we go. And back up to 13.5 for the last 600 metres. Amy Green says, well done, Group C. We have 2 kilometres left. Just 1 kilometre of hard work. 500 calories burned. This is normally where Clive and Sebastian speed off ahead. But we are being disciplined today. Well done, Yoko. Well done, Jackie Ramos. Jeff Partridge says, summer spine entries close at midnight, just saying. Not happening. Not this year. Far too much to do this year, Jeff. One mile to go. Clive got up to a maximum of 170 BPM, then I didn't notice what I went up to. 150 something? No idea, to be honest. We'll find out at the end. 155 maybe? So well done whoever's taken part today in Wednesday workout groups A, B, C and D. Congratulations all for finishing. Well, we're nearly finished anyway. Thank you, Paul. Paul Hayward says, well done, everyone. There we are, 109 XP for that. Very nice, 109 XP. Paul didn't join us because he had gardening chores to do. And we've just got some steady running now. 1 kilometre. Just to flush the legs out, bring the heart rate down, and that'll be us done for the day. I do not know why we have that direction indicator at the bottom in the middle of the screen there. It says run path now. That's not supposed to be there. Ethan has literally just come in from his gardening chores as well. So Paul and Ethan doing gardening. Tina should be doing gardening but is sitting on the sofa. Leo, hello Leo, says waiting for my race to start tonight at 7 o'clock. It's a 5-mile trail run. Should be fun. Enjoy it, Leo. Have a great one, buddy. That means he's going to miss the premiere of the Thames Path 100 video. 7 o'clock tonight on the Film My Run channel. So not this channel, not the Zwift Run channel that you're watching now, but the Film My Run channel, my other YouTube channel. 7 o'clock tonight, premiere of the Thames Path 100. My wife Victoria's first 100-mile race. So come and watch that with us tonight. It's only 22 minutes long, not 28 hours, like Jeff suggested. Yoko says, thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, well done, everyone. Thank you so much for the chat, in-game and on the YouTube and Facebook channels. Actually, there wasn't much chat in-game, but, well, I didn't chat at all. But thank you to everybody who chatted in-game. Well done if you ran today. Leo is doing the Stockport 5. So have a good one. Stockport 5-miler. And Leo's gonna watch the Thames Path 100 video when he gets back. Cheers, buddy. Have a great one. Clive says, have a good evening, everybody. See you again next time. So we will be back talking about next time tomorrow morning, 11:35 UK time, 12:35 in the afternoon, Central European time, stupid early o'clock in the morning if you're in the Americas. We'll be doing the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. And then in the evening, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, we've got Bag That Badge. Come and join us for that. And then that is me done. Hopefully Clive can fill in as much as possible over the next 10 days. I am off to Scotland. I will try and do some updates from Scotland. Keep you all informed about what's going on up there. Anthony says, see you all soon. Paul Hayward says, if I nip out now for 5k, I'll be back in time for the premiere. See you later. Go for it, Paul. So yeah, I'm away from Friday for 10 days in Scotland. So apologies, there'll be no live streams from me, but like I say, Clive will fill in, and possibly Victoria. Possibly may be able to do a live stream with Victoria sometime while I'm away. 300 metres to go, and that is Wednesday workout done for another week. Clive says, thank you, Stephen. See you on the other channel in a little while. Have a good evening, everyone. Until next time. Amy enjoyed that tonight. Well, she says, I quite enjoyed that tonight. Jeff says, well done all you lot running. Thank you very much. I assume that includes me. I did do some running. And my watch says I've just hit my goal steps for the day. 18,490 was my goal, so I've hit that. Jackie says, yeah, it was a nice workout. Well done, Jackie. Amy is getting into full training mode now for the Backyard Ultra in 3 weeks' time. Good luck, Amy. We'll be there. We're crewing Amy. Me and Victoria are crewing Amy at the Backyard Ultra. She says, I'm a big sweaty mess now. Thank you, Stephen. Don't blame me. Right, yeah, look at that. I did guess correctly. That was a guess. Max heart rate 155 today. Average heart rate 139. And that's us done. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for taking part. And film my Run 500 tomorrow. Bag that badge tomorrow. And then that's it. So have a good evening, everybody. We'll see you. If you're going to come and join us in 40 minutes for the premiere of the Thames Path 100 video, 7 o'clock on the Film My Run channel, we'll see you there. If not, we might see you tomorrow. And if not, I will see you in about 11, 12 days' time live on this channel. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for taking part. Bye-bye.